Good morning, America. Happy to be with you on this Monday morning. So much has changed in a short amount of time, but what has not changed is the American spirit. At home in Connecticut this weekend, neighbors helping neighbors, doing what we could to support local small businesses, staying within the guidelines of social distancing.
Yeah, it's been important, and even here in the city, you can tell it has slowed down.
Right.
People are listening to most people are listening about staying inside and doing the right thing. But you can tell Central Park is a lot more empty.
People keeping that respectful distance,
We
as
are
we
too,
are right
I know.
here
As we
this
are.
morning. You know, the whole world is now in the grip of this virus. Overnight, every American Peace Corps volunteer has been ordered to come home, and Europe now the epicenter of this global pandemic.
And take a look at this extraordinary image from Vatican City, where Pope Francis gave his weekly Sunday blessing to an empty St. Peter's Square. Usually thousands of people are packed in that square to hear the Pope.
So we have a lot to get to, and here's what we know right now. Worldwide, there are more than 160,000 cases confirmed, and the global death toll now topping 6,000, as cases in the United States soar past 3,000. The CDC recommending all gatherings of 50 or more people be canceled for at least the next 8 weeks. New York City among the cities and states closing bars and restaurants to dine-in customers. New York City also closing its public school system, leaving more than 1 million students home this morning. Nationwide, 64,000 schools are closed. That's impacting more than 30 million students.
Closing those schools, a tough decision for New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo. We're going to talk to him about that, and also his call to bring in the military to help hospitals. The Surgeon General is also going to join us as we learn a new vaccine is being tested.
And we're going to begin this morning with Whit Johnson. He's outside of school here in New York City with more on the unprecedented closing. Good morning, Whit.
Michael, good morning to you. More than 1 million students in this school district alone will stay home today. The economy in the nation's largest city brought to its knees. New York's mayor says these closures are required to save lives and that he's responding with a wartime mentality. This morning, extreme measures across the country to try to slow the pandemic. The CDC now recommending no gatherings of 50 or more people, as top health officials warn it could get worse before it gets better.
The worst is yet ahead for us.
President Trump urging calm, asking people not to hoard those household essentials while many store shelves across America are wiped clean.
There's no need for anybody in the country to hoard essential food supplies.
Nationwide, at least 64,000 schools are closed, impacting more than 30 million students. From Los Angeles to Milwaukee to New York City, the largest school district in the country.
It's going to be very difficult for a lot of families.
Mayor de Blasio saying schools will remain closed until at least April 20th. Officials now scrambling to provide much-needed meals for kids and a plan for remote learning.
There's no reason to put us in jeopardy if we can easily have a good alternative at home.
And starting tomorrow, the mayor of New York City also ordering the closure of all bars and movie theaters, restaurants and cafes limited to takeout and delivery. More than 700 confirmed cases in New York State. Governor Cuomo asking private businesses to aggressively consider working from home or even close, calling on owners to voluntarily shut down their bar, restaurant, or gymnasium. Just outside of Manhattan in Teaneck, New Jersey, a new cluster of at least 18 confirmed cases. Officials encouraging all residents to self-quarantine. The entire state of Ohio closing bars and restaurants. Illinois also ordering restaurants to close, only allowing them to serve takeout. In California, the governor calling for similar shutdowns, including wineries, and urging home isolation for all adults over the age of 65.
We believe that it's appropriate under the circumstances to move in that direction.
And as spring break is set to kick off, Miami Beach in Fort Lauderdale announcing Sunday they are closing some beaches and enacting a 10 p.m. curfew. The mayor of Miami now quarantined in his home after being diagnosed with COVID-19.
I was very shocked initially, but then I realized quickly that I had to go public with the information because I come into contact with a lot of people.
At U.S. airports, chaos as Americans rush home following travel bans on European countries. People waiting shoulder to shoulder in long lines for medical screenings. Drive-through testing now increasing. Cars lining up in Wilmington, Delaware. And in that containment zone in hard-hit New Rochelle, New York, healthcare workers fully covered, reaching through a window and taking a swab.
Now, one very important note, despite all of the closures, the National Security Council is now saying that rumors of a nationwide quarantine are fake. And they're adding in a tweet that there is no national lockdown. The CDC has and will continue to post the latest guidance on COVID-19. Still, people are trying to figure out what these unprecedented changes will actually mean for their everyday lives. Robin?
Uncharted territory. Okay, Whit. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.